Commitment 2024 coverage this morning. Democrats are blitzing battleground Wisconsin today with 22 days until Election Day. First Lady Dr. Jill Biden will be in Madison today, while Democratic vice presidential nominee Tim Walz makes stops in Eau Claire and Green Bay. Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders will be in Milwaukee this afternoon campaigning for Vice President Kamala Harris, and Governor Tony Evers and Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer kick off a 3-day Harris bus tour today with stops scheduled across the state. So far, no Republican events today have been announced. On Thursday, Vice President Harris will campaign in Milwaukee, La Crosse, and Green Bay. Former President Donald Trump is in Pennsylvania today. Over the weekend, Harris launched a new attack strategy against Trump, going after his mental fitness by releasing her medical records. Here's ABC News' Christian Cordero.
With just over 3 weeks to go, today both presidential campaigns are making their way to Pennsylvania, each holding events in the crucial battleground state. Harris spent her weekend in North Carolina, slamming Trump's mental acuity. The vice president released her medical records and called the former president out for not doing the same. She also went after Trump for turning down another debate.
It makes you wonder, why does his staff want him to hide away? One must question, are they afraid that people will see that he is too weak and unstable?
Before the rally, Harris went to church, urging people to keep the faith, attempting to separate her rhetoric from Trump's.
Instead of offering hope, there are those who are channeling people's tragedies and sorrows into grievance and hatred. Sadly, frankly, the motives are quite transparent, to gain some advantage for themselves.
While on a swing through 3 West Coast states, Trump continued to push the issue of immigration.
If Kamala gets 4 more years, the entire country will be turned into a migrant camp.
The former president promised to hire more border agents, even though he helped kill a bipartisan border security deal that would have funded the hiring of more Customs and Border Patrol agents. He also mocked reporters for implying he's too old or impaired, and on Fox proposed a new threat to use the military against his political opponents.
I think the bigger problem are the people from within. We have some very bad people. We have some sick people, radical left lunatics. And I think they're and it should be very easily handled by, if necessary, by National Guard, or if really necessary, by the military, because they can't let that happen.
The latest ABC News Ipsos poll shows this race remains neck and neck, with the economy as the biggest source of dissatisfaction. Despite low unemployment and cooling inflation, 59% say the economy is getting worse. Christian Cordero, ABC News, Washington.